Welcome to Sarasota, Florida. This is not Haiti or the Dominican Republic. This is the United States of America. The homeless have literally built a makeshift bridge. I'm gonna go real slow. I don't know how sturdy this thing is. Oh my gosh. Now, guys, this is nuts. We are literally on a makeshift bridge. I'm sure there's alligators here and cottonmouths and who knows what. It really seems like I'm not gonna make it across this bridge. It's crazy. Guys, this is Sarasota, Florida. Let's get in here and see what we can find. We're literally like in the middle of an area that is suburban. We're surrounded by malls. But here in the middle of it all, it's pretty much an improvised city of the homeless. And as you can see, this side is massive. And well, as you can see, this is huge out here. Yeah, intimate. They order and sprays hundreds of them. If you were to buy this at the store where they sell it, it might be $12 a piece. But out here, they throw them out. You can see they have a container with hundreds of Starbucks bags. Starbucks gets rid of the bags, they pick them up. So being outside of a fairly affluent commercial area, businesses that throw away a lot of stuff. Obviously, these homeless camps pose serious ecological damage. I'm gonna guess this camp might be abandoned simply because there's so much flooding in this area.
There's two types of homeless people.
All right.
There's always two types of homeless people.
Yeah.
There's two types of people in every situation, the good, the bad. Now I learned out the ugly.
Yeah.
Homeless people. They know better than to steal from anything because there's nothing to steal because I carry it on my back with my backpacks in there.
So very clean?
Yes.
Okay. And you told me that you are a veteran?
Of course.
Okay.
Let me get my ID for you.
All right. They just had to leave it until, normally during the winter in Florida, it doesn't rain as much. But it's definitely rained a lot this year. It means people are going to have to leave the camps behind. There could definitely be somebody in there. A lot of times they'll cut little holes to see you, but you can't see them and shoot you with a blow dart. I mean, there's even a baby mannequin up here. Look at this site. This site is just absolutely bizarre. The biggest questions that I get for this YouTube channel is what's like the daily life of a homeless person, like from the time you wake up. The stuff that's back in here is just absolutely insane. And I know there's more homeless camps further back. The problem is exactly how do we get in there, considering that they're flooded. And, most of the camps you run into. The most
important thing is always a headlamp.
Yeah.
With a rechargeable battery.
Okay.
Or when you recharge it, you put AAA batteries in there, so you have a headlamp, red in case danger. Yeah. But yes, very important piece of gear. The most thing about homeless is to stay clean. Yeah. Don't lose the will to keep fighting for the right to live. There's another mannequin over there. So this is a homeless camp that's got just an assortment of what I would call dumpster diving finds. I mean, this is just wild. Creepy. I mean, if that's not the craziest thing you've ever seen in the woods, you want to get creeped out, that right there will do it. Of course, being near all these malls and whatnot, you're going to have access to incredible dumpster diving. You can see here that this entire camp is nothing but dumpster diving treasures. Okay. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. And
homeless camp is mannequins. Here you have a small body. We've even got some artisanal crafts going on back in here. A dumpster diving goat back in here. There's just different types of mannequins everywhere. A little bit of scrap metal collecting here. You can see that they're taking out the copper out of the vices. You can see this is kind of somebody's scrap metal. This is money right here. But just think about the work it takes with a bicycle to bring all this scrap metal back here. They bring boxes full of stuff back here. You can see clean, very clean.
of course, even got a cell phone. How's that?
A business might have paid $2,000 to make all these bags, and they threw them out for some reason. They're out of style, or it's not the right color anymore. And here they are now sitting in a homeless camp. Right here is literally a veteran, as you can see by his Florida driver's license.
ID.
You know, and it just goes to show that on one end of our society, it's completely wasteful. And then the other end of our society is extremely needy. But you can tell a difference between a homeless camp like this, where, you know, sources of income, like let's say finding some scrap metal or finding clothes or bags or, you know, materials to make a homeless camp are plentiful. While in other homeless camps, it's gonna be quite different. But a lot of people commenting on the video that I'm out of breath or I sound like I can't breathe. Guys, if you can tell, my back is crooked. I'm recovering from an injury. I've been out of service for about 6 months. I can barely walk. For me to come out here and make these videos is not only extraordinarily difficult on me physically, dangerous, and leaves me quite vulnerable. I was recently bitten by a dog at a homeless camp. Now in this site, there may be 20 or 30 different individual camps, and this one is probably gonna be occupied. And I say that because it's a camp that's actually up. It might be where we were earlier. I can't really tell from here. Yeah, that's where we were earlier, but look, there's more. Just so you guys understand how many camps are back here. Look, you can see there's a camp over there. There's a few over here. Like, this is literally, obviously, in these woods. Something just, tree just went right through my leg.
3%ers are 3%. 3% of the world cares about the Constitution, Declaration, and the Bill of Rights. That's what makes us Americans. And we will defend our country against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Right now we're dealing with domestic. You guys keep voting these people in and bitching about it. Well, you got no one to blame but yourselves because you keep voting shit in.
You know, as long as the politicians say what people want to hear, they're happy.
Like, oh,
that's
Biden. Like, well, you've all voted him in. You can't kill him because he got a bitch in charge. Fucking our vice president is a woman. So, and then the commander-in-chief after the vice president is another woman. So until this election comes up, Trump, I don't give a goddamn. I like how Trump speaks his mind. It's a little over top, but he's a zillionaire, so he can say that. Yeah. But sometimes he goes a little too, he pushes it too much. The filter has to come on. Like, come on, baby.
Get that gag order in there.
You know, like he told North Korea, listen, little missile man, one more minute, I'll blow you off the face of the map. Starts canceling checks. Why are we paying Ukraine? Just cancel that check. Starts cleaning out the house. I like that, but then it got a little over the top. I mean, I'm from upstate New York, near Canada.
Yeah, I've been. I'm
from a Native American reservation, actually, in Galway, New York. It's near Lake Ontario, Lake George, Iroquois, Blackfoot. Graduating class was 60 kids. The whole 12 years of 60 kids. That's why the Marine Corps. I went to college at Albany State for soccer and lacrosse. And
even with these pants, you gotta watch the vegetation. Some of these trees will cut your butt. There's a lighthouse. And again, the same theme, dumpster diving behind businesses. So just about everything in these homeless camps came straight out of a department store. I don't know what these things are. Maybe they're temp cards from a company's, you know, hours or whatever, but you can see there's just hundreds of them. There's just so much to soak in this homeless camp.
The war came. The Taliban. Oh, shit. Fuck it. Let's see if I can do this shit. Join the Marine Corps. 8 years later. I want to go back to American soil, man. I was specialized.
You were 8 years overseas?
Yeah. I was deployed 3 times. Because I had nothing to lose.
Yeah.
What's the most dangerous person? Person has nothing to lose. No family, no wife, no children. Just wants to experience some adventure. I wasn't a psycho. There's 2 types of Marines. The Marine that's a psycho. No, you're done. The Marine just does it for his honor, his country.
Yeah.
Not the glory, but just 2 types of people. Some people can't do what we had to do to defend what they need, their freedom, their cell phone, test. But they don't have. I could pick up a rifle. And, no, you couldn't. I can look someone's eyes in a heartbeat. No, you don't got it in you. Hey, like, what do you mean? Some people are like, oh, you got it in you, but yeah.
You know, they have access to so many items that they can use to make their tents. Here we have, you know, first watch outdoor holiday movies horse-drawn carriage rides. This is like some poster for like a circus, and I mean, this is like a circus tent in here. This is crazy. I mean, these people have literally made a tent city back here using stuff that they're finding in the garbage, and you can see how they're using batteries here to make a light source. So you have a battery here. Batteries, they've put some cords to it, and they're working on maybe making a light source with batteries. So shampoo bottles, self-care products, all this is the result mostly of dumpster diving. It's not like they're buying these products, they're just finding it in the garbage. Obviously with homelessness, a huge thing is something called stolen valor, where people pretend that they're veterans so that they can get benefits and stuff like that. And
well, see, the problem is
sympathy, basically.
It's called empathy.
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 Homeless dude has better grammar than me.
And actually, they're living someone else's life. They might have had a friend that they came across, or saw. I've had so-called vets.
Yeah.
Tell me a story out of a movie. I'm like, I saw Rambo, dude. I was a Vietnam vet. No, I'm like, it sounds a lot like the fucking second Rambo. Come on, man. And I do the research. All is order discovery. It costs $3 downtown. Social security number or name or just,
yeah,
you know. And I'm a vet that 2 types of Marines. I never wanted my benefits because I got both legs, both arms. I've had many surgeries and shit, but I mean, there's people out there that they want the help. How do you help me?
And you see a lot of scrap metal. Here's boxes of wire. And that's $1 right there to scrapyard all these wires. A city known for the best beaches in the world, according to some, right? You know, look at this. They're literally making maybe a pond here. They dug a hole and then they put a tarp around there where they're gonna make a pool. Who knows, right? A little bathtub pool to catch rainwater. I mean, think about this. These tarps, the water falls in one direction, lands there, so they can collect the rainwater off their tarps. And this is probably what they were doing here. Beautiful tree here with some rustic appeal. And they have a little angel statue up there. Dragging all this stuff back here by hand. Could you imagine how many day hours it would have took to drag everything back here? And this camp is flooded. And wow, this is nuts. Look at how many chemicals are back here. I mean, this is pure environmental contamination here. I think what's really happening here is that they're using this to catch the rainwater. So the rain comes on the roof, falls into here, falls into there, and then they can have water to bathe that's clean. How these people got everything here is insane. I mean, these camps span for acres. We're talking acres and acres of homeless camps that are flooded.
Oh, man, I don't need shit besides freedom.
So when I pull up over here, you're sitting over here chilling, your camp is clean. You're chilling, bro. You're living like a millionaire on the side of the beach right now.
Well, people keep saying that. They're jealous. I'm like, this is how I wanted to live.
Yeah.
I was married for 14 years after the military, and my wife was a travesty.
And just about everywhere you look, there's batteries, chemicals, paint cans. And, you know, there's this stuff in the open where you can see it, but then there's stuff like, you can just make out there's a blue tarp over there. There's another blue tarp over there. So in all directions that you look, just think about all the contamination these homeless camps bring. And this is what the trails that connect one camp to the next look like. This is all flooded, guys. Now think about, you know, you're in South Florida, like you're right across from the Caribbean, right? So in the Caribbean, they have cholera, they have the dengue fever. All that is rampant in the Caribbean islands. And you're in Florida, just outside of the Caribbean islands. And look at how these people are living. I mean, in infected swamps, you could call them. And let's not forget, in these swamps, you're gonna have alligators, you're gonna have cottonmouth snakes. So these homeless people are literally living in a gator and snake infested swamp.
So it's either sit on the bucket or chair.
Yeah.
I mean, shit. And another thing, what you want as a homeless man,
yeah,
is a good, sharp, fresh burning stick and a weapon.
Yeah.
Because it's not a weapon when the cops come, but it could be.
You can hear the mosquitoes swarming around me as well. Another problem. So you'd have to think that a homeless camp like this in Sarasota, you would have to be alert for poisonous snakes, alligators. I mean, look at this little creek coming through here. This is prime, absolutely prime alligator habitat. Little creeks like this, you just never know, you know. Flooded little swamps out here, and these creeks would have been trails in the, you know, in the past when they're dry, but right now it's just about a river. Do you like our videos? Make sure you hit the like button. There's an assortment of plastic cans everywhere here. I actually had some muscle spasms and I actually had to take a break. I've been sitting here for about half an hour just catching my breath. And there's things like this, like what is this even? A carbon block? They even got a nice little white picket fence here at this homeless camp. Possibly more chemicals. Oh my, we found a body. I like the taste in home decor here.
You beat back the grass like Africa for the snakes, and you can hear shit, you know, whatever.
Gotcha. So, okay, so...
And behind here, you gotta be smart where you set your camp up. Behind this, at your 6 o'clock, right behind you, is a 8-foot trench with a brick wall, and that's no way to infiltrate. There's no way to come this way, because so,
I mean, even the entrance, I knew that you could see me from a mile away. And you got some figurines that look like people, but they're not. So it's very strategically set up. I knew when I pulled up, I was like, "Well, this spot is strategic." But what I'm mostly impressed is by your living conditions. So how difficult is it really to keep your camp clean, and why do so many homeless people not keep their camps clean?
They give up the will to fuck. They give up the will. They give up the will to give a damn. To give a fuck. They just give up. They're like, okay. I will never. There's no reverse in my philosophy, my vocabulary. No reverse, no retreat, no surrender. You go forward. 2 steps, 1 step back. You still maintain. Like right now, you saw my ID. I've been. This is my month of my birthday, so I've been playing a game which I invented, which your phone will love. It's called Chillette. It's a combination of chicken and Russian roulette. You let go of the steering wheel and say, "Let's just see what happens." When you lose, you grab the steering wheel out of fear, like, oh my, you go 5 miles an hour, 10 miles, 200 miles. Just let go for a while. Just see what happens. I do it for 1 month out of the year. My birthday, February 9th. And this year has 1 more day. So today should be the end of, so I can shave and shit. Gillette can't end till March.
Incredible serenity of this place. It almost feels more like you're in a nature park than you are in a homeless camp. In the sense that despite how hard homeless life may be, this back here is almost therapeutic. If not entirely therapeutic, at least to some degree. There's a spider on me. Okay, that was scary. Okay, we're back on this trail now.
Us homeless vets have the right for legal. I don't take pills, I don't take dope.
Yeah.
And have a drink once in a while. You go on a camp, you might get shot. You got something hanging off your butt, like a thorn or something.
Yeah.
A sticker bug.
Dude, I got bit by a dog right there recently.
I got bit by my own trap yesterday.
So these woods are booby trapped.
Of course.
So I got lucky.
No.
I tell people on my YouTube channel these camps are booby trapped and they think it's stupid. Yeah. I'm like, most camps are.
I was setting my fucking hair trigger yesterday with some barbed wire. I set every 3 feet.
Yeah.
I'm a trapper from Adirondacks back then.
Yeah.
So what it is, it's like a Chinese finger trap or a slinky effect.
Yeah.
Most people freak out, or a small animal, because there's a lot of rabbits at nighttime. Hasselpfeffer, throwing, man, food. You know.
Yeah.
You drop a deer, you can't clean a deer, put it in your I got a freezer. No.
Yeah.
So you got to eat what you know. If you need to go down that resort, that avenue, it's around. But,
that's how like the Canada, like the Indians, the Inuits and all that. They set up. Yeah, that's how they do it.
Yeah. And that the bridge, we have a sensor on it. That's how we know when people are coming back, because it sets off a fucking little sensor. My camp. So we know.
Yeah.
And, like, as you go deeper, not crazy, but he's got a lot of scrap, which is his scrap over there. I know. You just have to film it. I can't give that.
I got you. All right, no problem, brother. I appreciate it.
Because income might get a little.
No, I got you.
No, it's not even bad. It's just.
Well, it looks like creativity and work. I think the woods are almost therapeutic for that. But I see somebody who is hardworking, dragged all this crap back here, started separating the metals, had a really good scrap metal and dumpster diving route that enabled them to get their hands on all types of incredible crap. I mean, I don't see a bad person here. I see somebody who is very creative, very hardworking, and notice there's no beer bottles, there's no bad smells, no beer bottles, no needles. This has to be one of the cleanest homeless camps as far as morality goes.
That's why you hear a couple creaks. That's like, all right.
So
that bridge over there, because I said, man, you got. I won't even walk across that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Because they keep getting their scrap from their old camp from over here to take it down. Because what happened was, two knuckleheads from downtown. If you know downtown Sarasota.
Yeah, go over. Yeah.
Well, I've been here for like 29 years. Downtown, I used to kick it. Became savage with all the fucking stupidness and just homeless.
And they do have a warning here, which I missed it at the beginning. It says smile. You're on trail camera. So in reality, when you go to these homeless camps and you see all this garbage and crap, you know.
What I do personally?
Yeah, like how hard is it really to keep your camp clean?
I give them a time set, 48 hours, sometimes 3 days, 72 hours.
Yeah.
To police their fucking scene. And if I go back and it's not policed, when they're not there, you know, or I'll police it for them and sit there and patiently wait for them and say, pick up all your trash.
Yeah.
I don't want to thank you. I'm showing you, because I don't give a fuck how you live.
Yeah.
But you're bringing my scene down.
Yeah.
A little bit of trash. That means they're gonna.
Keep in mind, you're in Sarasota. This is a rich area, so like
it's a
when people when people drive on the main street in their Bentley or whatever on their way to like a mall,
I get the stink eye, or the roll up the window. And my favorite, like if I fly a sign and make $20 that day to eat, I'm like, homelessness is not contagious. Lock the door. I'm like, I'm not gonna steal your car. You're 3 deep at a red light. Where am I gonna go with your car? Why you rope you went like homelessness is not contagious, and it can happen to anyone. Quick.
I mean, look at me. I just got hurt 6 months ago, and I went from being able-bodied to can barely freaking walk.
And now being like, I'm 8 months deep in, 9 months deep in it. Like, why you like get a job? Yeah, work all day. I've been there for 14 years with my wife and children, and pay the bills. Come home, get on the show for it. Like, all right, we got $2 to make it through the weekend. I guess we're in round noodles, so I'm paying $3,000 for an apartment that I'm being in 6 hours out a day. I got the best real estate right here, right now.
That's what I thought about the first spot I hit up today. That first spot I hit up today, that's like a nature trail looking type of place.
Yeah.
You know?
I mean, if certain, well, usually they're Vietnam veterans they're on the chopping block, as in, you can't find a world. I used to love going to the post and talking at the bar. 25-cent dress of World War II veterans. They had great stories. God bless you, partner. Oh man, young brother, got a arm wrestle. To give the old man a little fucking thrill. 82. But nowadays it's Vietnam vets, and next is Desert Storm vets.
Yeah.
And now you got
why do so many vets end up homeless? Is that like
because the government doesn't take care of us after we're out? We're expendable. You got to fight for your right.
But wouldn't like being a veteran give you better employment opportunities or no?
No, that was back in the day.
No.
Like,
what about like they have better benefits?
Oh no, I get a job any given day as a cop or correction officer, but No, not anymore.
Yeah.
So, and you know, I'm gonna wash dishes for $15 an hour. I'll go out and fly my sign for an hour and a half out a day, make $30, and that's a pack of smokes, food. I got no addictions besides maybe a couple beer skis.
Yeah.
And good to go.
Gotcha.
But you know, some days when I'm blessed over the top, that's when I resupply. People give me free tents.
Yeah.
None of this shit's paid for. Everyone just blesses me, which is great because the Lord takes care of.
Gotcha.
The only thing I need today is that tiki torch. I've been dying to get lamp oil for that son of a pup. So now today I'm going to Dollar Tree and see if they got lamp oil because, I have fires every night just to bless the area and mosquitoes and just for critters. You know.
Gotcha.
Ain't worried about no armadillo, but you just want to keep them away.
Gotcha. So this site here, out of all the camps I've gone to, I find that it wasn't the most horrendous living conditions.
Yeah. This is called a dead zone, actually. Yeah. No one owns this property. So basically, the county comes down. I already did research because I'm smart.
Yeah.
Once a year to like maintain the canal.
Yeah.
With a big machine. I already talked to my brothers. I'm like, they're gonna probably just destroy the bridge, but you know, no shame in the game. Ain't doing nothing wrong back here, and they ain't doing nothing wrong. They just have, you know, the helicopter flew over today, just burning gas because they got in their budget. They got to burn certain gas or drones at nighttime. But I'm like, yeah, you know, you got too much scrap. That's his hobby. He likes to go out all night. We all have insomnia because you can't sleep a full night.
Okay, so explain to some people that. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand with homelessness. But I think there's really people here coming through. Some shells, a map. That's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I mean, somebody would literally. This is stuff right here. An antique shop would literally pay for. And there's a little camp back in here. But over this way, you can see they've created a bridge. But here it is. This camp is literally about side of the road, and it's been given up because anybody here? Hello? Anybody here? It's fresh, so there's definitely somebody. Oh, thing they got in there is mosquito spray. A lot of people don't understand that homeless people mostly sleep during the day and they're up at night, especially if they're in an urban area.
Yes.
Explain how that life cycle works, because a lot of people don't understand.
Because between 9 to 11 o'clock in the morning, you got the people just waking up out of bed or just got done jogging, going to their job.
Yeah.
They don't want to see your homeless ass.
Yeah.
You motherfucking loser.
Yeah.
Get a job, motherfucker. Get back in reality.
Yeah.
You stink eye. No, terrible. This is terrible. You know.
You got the accent down, right?
yeah. This is just terrible.
30-some years in Sarasota, you got that accent down, right?
So, about noon or lunchtime, you got the.
I don't want to see this.
They put their visor. I'm like, trust me, if you don't see me, I'm still here.
My realtor did not tell me about this.
You're like John Cena. You can't see me. Like, come on. I'm still a human, man.
Yeah.
So, it's like kind of like when you're walking down the sidewalk and normal people across the street. Oh man, with a backpack across the street. So I'll cross the street and make them say, "Good morning."
Yeah.
And I said, "Good morning." Like, acknowledge say fuck off or something.
Yeah.
Like, don't just say something. Fuck you, loser, or good morning, get a job. Something. Don't just ignore me. Like, it's like a door, automatic doors, and you walk up and it doesn't open. Like, am I a ghost? Or I'm still human. But when homeless people lose the ability to give a flying fuck, they give up. They just. It's unfortunate, and it comes with. I really hate this fucking bullshit, this fentanyl going on the streets, because it's dropping a lot of people that I've known.
I've interviewed 30 people in Sarasota in the last 2 years in Bradenton. I think 2 or 3 of them have died already. It's insane. And it's they don't want, the government doesn't. It's like invisible people. I feel like even if they die, they don't even count. It's
and they always say the same thing. I know. I go, dude. Like Jim Morrison. I'll try anything once. Back in my heydays, 15. But that's one thing I would never talk. Oh, you got 50. Dude, I know what I'm doing. So, it's safe. The next thing, a week later, like.
Okay. Let me ask you a question. So, would you go to the hospital and pretend like you have an appendix?
Negative. I don't go to the hospital unless I'm in dire need.
Because that's recreation, right? Medicine is not recreation.
No, you go to the hospital.
You know what they gave me the F for? I went in for my back surgery, where they were slicing me up. I'm talking like on my spine and my back. They used the F for that. So the way and look how it left me. You see how I am right now?
When I got my 2 legs, well, my 2 on my knee, 1 up here, in the hospital for like 4 or 5 weeks, I denied the pain medicine. They're like, no, you're because they cuff you, and that's the thing with these dopers. As soon as you go to ER, they put the cuff on you. Your numbers tell you what kind of pain. Like, what kind of pain you in? Oh, sorry, bro.
No, you're good. So I listen to police radio at home for fun. It's a free app you can download on your phone. Listen to police radio.
Get a ham radio.
Yeah, but you can put it on your phone now. Maybe not these older phones, but like newer ones.
What's gonna happen when technology shuts down, bro?
Yeah. So, they do put F in the herb now.
Of course.
Like, I listened to police radio like 3 months ago, and they had a batch of herb that came through Bradenton, and everybody OD'd on it.
Oh, that's why.
Because they laced it with F.
When I moved to
Florida, like when you get anything that's illegal.
When I moved to Florida, I get mine from a dispensary, by the way.
Yeah.
I get a card.
You got a card, right?
Yeah.
But if you don't, so just understand the people that don't get it from a dispensary.
That's on them. I mean, I can't help everyone.
Right. But I'm just letting you know,
I know.
when you get it on the street,
People,
they put the F in everything now.
People say, "Hey man, you want?" I go, "No." I go. I have my dispensary down. Where the old bank. That's damn, and pop my fucking script there.
Yeah. Well, I appreciate your time, brothers. Thank you for hanging out with me.
Hey, by all means, anytime you want to come back, kick it, man. I'm always here.
Yeah, I mean, most of the camps that I go to, like in 6 months, they're
a little bit of just
yeah.
Be a little. Some camps, man, you might walk into a bad situation, like or that's why I always blade up. My blades are in there because they're actually in there. But
well, my biggest fear is if you're gonna get. The way I look at it is, you're not really gonna have a time to react either way. If somebody,
they're mostly on drugs, so they're not. They're what the fuck, the camo, motherfucker, wait, but
I know what I do is dangerous.
And at least you're not a fucking holy roller. Like, come on, you need to sit down and talk about the Lord. Listen, man, we all know about the Lord. He's busy right now. We got this, so just relax.
Well, the way I feel like, if you want to talk to me about it, I'll talk to you about it. But especially on camera, I'm not gonna do that. But
my game.
It's one of those where like, there's so much yellow tape and bureaucracy that it's hard to have a real conversation with anybody anymore. You know what I mean?
Well, no, there's the good, the bad, the ugly.
Yeah.
And people say, "And I don't give a fuck. I'm too old. I'm a realist."
Yeah.
Like, do I look good in this outfit? Not so much, bro. Change it. Fuck. Or you're kicking it. Guy or girl.
I understand. I understand what I do.
Nothing's worse than going. Example. Nothing's worse than going around the world or the day, have like a bat in a cave.
Yeah.
Or something in your teeth, and your best friend's like, "I didn't want to tell you, man, because I'm gonna piss you off." I'm like, you pissed me off because you didn't tell me. I walk around there until I see a mirror. I don't know. Like, so you say, "Hey man, thank you."
Gotcha.
Well,
the thing is, like,
people are so scared to tell the truth.
Like, for example, me, I go into all these homeless camps, and I've got baby hurt on homeless camps, but I've got my biggest injuries and worst things that have ever happened to me have been in places where you least expect it, to where I feel like life is unpredictable. Like, some people die at home because the airplane lands in their house. You know what I mean? Some people
put it this way,
play it safe and they die on the center interstate at 7 in the morning in a traffic jam with a crash. So it's like,
I'll end this interview with this.
Yeah.
And this is the wolf, which is wolf doesn't tell any stories that aren't true.
Yeah.
Hurricane Ian.
Yeah.
I've been here for 20 years. When it hit, I was at the Quaker church.
Yeah.
I had to flip. It got to the point like my cell phone said, no, you're screwed. No emergency help. Cops, nothing. Power went out. It lasted for 3 days.
Yeah.
Well, after 3 days, guess what? The human body has to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
So I went in the woods to take my bathroom break.
Yeah.
Just about done. Bam! I got dropped to my knees. Saw stars.
Yeah.
A tree limb broke. Almost killed me.
Yeah.
While I'm taking a thumper dumper. After 2 days in Hurricane Ian, like, that would have been a great story for a newspaper. Homeless man dies in Hurricane Ian.
Right. I'll ask you one last question before I roll, brother.
Oh, no. Edit that one, but
yeah. I got it's funny, but I'll ask you one last thing before I go. What out here, being on the streets isn't easy. What is like the most desperate situation as far as, access? Like, have you been out here for how many days without eating, or like what's been like the most difficult circumstance you've seen yourself in out here?
Being alone.
Being alone, and that's a constant.
Guess what? If you're stupid and you're hungry and you can't go find food, or get food or eat food. I've eaten out of trash cans back in the day, just on top. You don't dig, but so hey, have a sandwich on top. It's still warm.
Yeah.
You gotta eat. You gotta hydrate, and you gotta have some kind of ability, a hobby.
Yeah.
To it's not a mental disorder. It's a psychosis.
Yeah.
But you know, the TV shows Naked and Afraid, All Alone.
Yeah.
After 30 days, you get to go home. After year after year, you're like, damn. And the birds start talking to you. You start talking to the birds. Then you're the crazy guy feeding the ducks at the pond. Remember the old movies and shit?
Yeah.
You know, like, or the guys that feed squirrels. Like they go around. You ever see these people, like crazy people?
Yeah.
Talking, what the fuck? Arguing with themselves, walking around. Like,
Yeah.
Danger, cuidado. Like,
Yeah.
you know, when you talk to yourself, you gotta have an internal voice or be alone. You don't go walk. What's that? Man, that's the person either off their meds, need their meds, or they're so far gone they lost the will to even give a fuck. So,
Gotcha.
danger, cuidado.
Yeah.
A lot of people, don't help every homeless person, because some homeless people are not two types of people. Some homeless people, fuck. They gave up the will.
First chance you give them, you're done.
They'll snatch your wallet. They'll snatch your purse. Who knows what these people do? That's why I don't go downtown anymore. I used to love downtown for the theaters, the museums and stuff. Normal life shit. Farmers market.
Yeah.
Out here it's great real estate, but nothing lasts forever. Your favorite T-shirt, you wash and dry it, it's not gonna last. Your favorite food, it's gonna be taken off the market. So nothing lasts forever. So this is I get probably another year, and I'm gonna have to relocate.
Yeah.
And pick up fucking ground and relocate, because it is what it is.
I got you.
If you get embedded and get comfortable with your lifestyle, then you become a conformist, and that's diabolical. And you start giving up the will to give a fuck.
Out there in here. Oh. And yes, I'm in a world of pain. Absolute world of pain. Well, guys, so as you can see, these homeless people here in Sarasota are literally living in a abandoned swamp. And as usual, they're gonna use these paint cans as a place to store their dry goods. It's kind of crazy.